Okay. Coming in on the dark bottom, let's see what it is.
Zooming in.
I'm still landing.
Holding.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like
More.
broken up carbonate to me.
And full zoom.
Great. Thanks. Just scanning along slow here. Slow, hopefully.
Perfect, thank you.
Those are either scoria or rounded fragments of reef carbonate.
I would be more inclined to think that it's reef carbonate, but you did say something about active volcanism not too far away from here, right?
Yeah, unlikely it would have reached here, but it could have floated here.
Yeah, true.
All right. Next video.
Okay, zooming out.
I mean, not through the year, but
Right.
some of this stuff
Oh, yeah.
really
Another one
travel
of
a
those
long
little
way
guys.
just
Not
by
eating
floating.
anything this time.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Zooming out. And full wide.
Roger. Ooh,
Is that a
missed
rock
the
to
sea
your left
star.
or a ray? So
Snap on the sea star.
Sorry.
I'd be happy if I saw some nice
There
coral
it is. See the
structure in
orange?
one of those.
Zooming in, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Flying
holding
in
here.
the current, yeah.
Looking all the way back.
Can't stay long. My co-pilot's ahead of me, but there it
We'll
is.
do a zoom in. Quick zoom
Yeah.
in. Hold here.
There he is. Okay. And 3,
Oh,
2,
very dark.
1. Okay.
Go.
Thanks.
Zooming in.
That was nice.
So that looked like a goniasteroid sea star, perhaps mediaster.
Investigate the burrow on my way by. 'Cause there is one here. There is something burrow-like or something here. Oh, no, just a divot. I thought maybe there's going to be a hole right there. Continuing on.
How big was it? Like a meter long?
Yeah, something like that. I didn't take a long look to be able to tell, but the lasers were on. If you want to play it back there.
It'll be interesting to see if we see any more of those.
Straight down.
Possible whale scoop.
Of the sea
They
stars?
could be whale scars, yeah.
Oh, whale scars.
So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not this is just one continuous slope right up to 250 meters or whether or not there's some terraces that we come across. It seems like quite a change in depth not
Every time I
to
see
see
something
some
going, I
sea
get
level
excited
stands
that
here
it's
that
gonna
have
be
drowned. I mean,
other
we'd be
than
going up 250 meters,
algae,
but
yeah.
I don't know,
Algae.
maybe I'm mistaken.
Well, the question is whether the ridge has come up,
Bridge nav.
what the ridge has done. We know that
Hey, let's
there's
do
waves
a
that's gone up
sanction
and down.
40
We don't know
meters,
this area.
145.2 knots.
But if it's just sea level, we can only expect 100 meters.
Wait.
But if it's tectonics
Yeah,
too, it
coming in for
could
here.
have been cut at sea surface and then dropped 500 meters. That's possible. We don't know.
Okay, can start in.
Zooming in.
Come on, tilt. Oh, that's just a
And holding
very...
here.
And a perfect echinoid test. Can we pick that up? I've just got a collection of them going.
So
that's
otherwise known as no?
So that's the inner skeleton of sea urchins or
We'll
echinoids.
zoom.
Say $1. That's what it looks like.
That had to roll from way uphill, didn't it?
Yeah. Or, I mean, it could have died down here. It could have just been from an echinoid which died down here, Bob. You do get echinoids at these depths. Great, thank you, pilot.
Yeah,
Zooming out.
yeah, and there's something... What does I have it to hold? Oh, never
Wide.
mind. Never mind. Off we go. Thanks. Still moving?
Still moving, yeah.
Thanks.
Nav just got us all set.
Awesome. Oh, another green eye. Bottom right's another green eye, I think. Just so you know.
It's on the kind of middle of the screen. Is that an urchin? To the left of your lasers. Left of your lasers, I thought that was another urchin.
Oh.
It sure looks like these white things are big debris flows that came down from upslope.
Start in if you'd like.
Zooming in.
Keep the lasers in for now.
Holding here.
Thanks. For size sake. Is this more of the same watch lead? A little different coloring, but
yeah.
similar.
So this looks pretty similar.
Holding here.
Thanks. These colors are prettier than the last one. His or her.
What's that called again?
A chlorothalmus or a
Green eye.
We can get
Green
8
eye,
seconds
exactly.
on this and then
a short-nosed green eye.
Yeah, you're fine.
5, 4,
Got something on
3.
your left skid.
Short-nosed green eye.
Nice. Zooming out.
Is that what you're going for?
So
What's
can't
that?
you see it's green eyes?
You say you got something by your left skid.
I don't see the green there, frankly.
Oh no, I'm just gonna push out ahead.
That's fine.
It's more of the
About how big is that?
It's about 10 centimeters, just looking at the lasers. So I suspect that the green eyes are the appearance of them when they've actually been brought up and exposed, you know, on the boat deck or something. The retina might appear really green.
oh, it's not all this.
I'm just going to keep you at 45 here.
Okay. I'll try to keep up.
Reservoir looks good.
It's a bit like the Sahara Desert down here, doesn't it?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, especially because it's a current sculpted landscape. It really is very reminiscent of Sahara.
Ah,
Never been to the Sahara, fortunately.
Now you have.
I'll have to go. But basically, I don't have to go now.
Usually we think these deserts are because there's no nutrients, but that's not the case here. There's plenty of nutrients here, but nothing can stand up to it, I guess.
Because it'll get blown over by the current, because there's no rocks to grab on, or both.
Did we get a current estimate?
My last current estimate was only about 1/10 of a knot.
oh really?
Yeah,
So we
down
move-
by the
but
bottom.
that was really close to the bottom. But it was exactly from east to west at 1/10 of a knot. A little over, I guess, but 0.15.
So our most recent current estimate was still east to west, but it was only about 1/10 of a knot. So it's a lot lower here near the bottom.
It's been variable throughout the dive.
Yep.
Sometimes there's very little. Sometimes it kicks up to half a knot or something, and it goes in between.
I'll line up the next one.
That's more fun
Or,
for you,
10
pilot.
meters
But
out.
yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Trying to keep you from noticing
Just
the
wait till the
changes.
that one.
Oh, another green eye just went off the bottom, just so you know.
Just whenever they call down, you can just put another one on.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
It doesn't matter,
Keep
Nav. I would just keep us going this way whenever the other ones are done.
Yep, sounds good.
The when you start seeing it get, like, the bathies start getting tighter, maybe we'll take a closer look. But for this pretty consistent bathie, it seems like we don't have to worry too much. And it's so shallow, we can stop quick if we need to. Ooh, what's that? Something on the bottom. Come in, video. He's on the move.
Zooming in.
Oh, yeah.
Hold there. Oh,
Holding.
stopped. What is that?
A fish.
Guy. That
What's
is.
the other thing next to it?
That's a fish. Oh. He's crazy looking.
What's on the left?
Standing by for zoom.
Oh, settling.
Direction's
Sorry.
fine. Okay.
Come on in.
Zooming in.
Oops, sorry. Look at that guy.
Wow.
Holding here.
So he looks like a goby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he hadn't have moved, I don't think I would have seen him.
A goby or a blenny. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah.
Oh no,
Chris?
I don't know what a goby or a blenny
Goby or
is.
blenny.
I'm out of my fish range.
These are much shallower than you used to, Pilot. That's why.
I don't know. I think it's something else. I think it could be a dragonette, but he's got.
I'm going to zoom.
Yeah, I think I'd be more likely to go dragonette on this one.
Are those related to like
Do you want a
gurnards?
really close shot, or you like this?
This is great if you could try to pan right without
I think they're.
scaring them off.
I could be mistaken, but I think they're more related to the scorpionids, but I'm not really sure. I'm gonna see if I can find
I was
some
afraid he was
images
going to
of
make a hop
these
forward,
and
so I was
compare it
cheating a
to
little.
That's smart. Following the subject. Just a lot of temperature differential.
Yeah. I am fighting a little to keep this angle in the current. So must be my prop mixing it up on you. I'll stop playing with the tilt.
Hold
Okay,
there.
that's great, Pilot. Thank you.
Just hold for a few seconds.
Yep.
Okay, that'll do.
Thanks.
That will do. I'm zooming in.
Oop. Bump. Okay.
Come up a little.
Roger.
Looks like there's another bridge nav break there.
Cool.
You got it now.
How often have you had to be coming up? It's not much, huh? Pretty consistently?
Bridge
or-
navs pretty consistently.
Yeah, I think it's in the family Callionymides, so I think it is.
Rather slowly.
I think they're commonly called dragonettes.
Go ahead, Nev.
Hey, can I go ahead and get another 40-meter move, 145.2 knots?
Good copy.
Or algae. Another change in the bottom. Pushing along. Bump in the sediment. See if it looks like a scoop or something else. It's hard to tell. Could be another whale scar. Could just be some big rocks around. Keep going. Alright, I'm pretty pushed out here, so I'm gonna slow down and see what we can catch.
That's weird. Looks like your sonar actually froze.
It did.
I haven't had that happen to screws.
Yeah. Had it pause, but not
Yeah,
freeze.
I've had it.
Actually, it did once, actually, a little while ago. Derpy.
Huh, that's strange.
Last time I had to restart the head. I had to power off the sonar and start it back up to get it to start again.
Was that another shallow dive?
I fortunately don't recall, but I'm fairly confident that we wrote it down in the nav or in the Copilot workbook there. So maybe you can catch it. I think I was co-pilot, so it's probably in my handwriting.
Recently?
No, not too recently. A few dives ago, but maybe 4 or 5 dives ago or something.
So we've got a fish straight ahead, lower middle. And I wonder if we could take a look at that.
Fish
Or if
lower
it's algae.
middle.
Maybe it's algae. I know it's algae. Never mind. Sorry.
You got one right up to the lasers.
I could zoom in real quick. If
Yeah, go ahead.
Zoom in.
See it back there?
That guy?
Holding.
That guy to the top of the screen.
Oh, yeah. Other green eye. We got 2 good zooms. I've been ignoring them.
Zooming out.
Thanks.
Old news.
They're all over the place. 3, 4. Maybe just 3. This one's laying a different way. Maybe we can get them from straight on. We didn't get the forehead shot yet. Do you want that?
Okay, I guess I can fire off sort of a weird little fun fact. So this is a chlorophthalmous little fish over here to the right, and
Seem to hold
same,
it.
it looks like
Nope.
it could be another
All
one
right,
to the lower
forehead
left.
shot we're not getting.
And the thing about this fish is that you can spot from a very long ways away is it always sort of sits on the bottom perfectly straight, almost like a compass needle, whereas a lot of the other benthic fish, they'll tend to curl their tails. And so they're really easy to spot, even if you don't have a good look at them, if you can tell it's a fish.
Dive 6.
Yeah? Longer ago than I thought. It's so sandy, but it's so high current. What do you think?
Oh.
Too much?
No, I think that'd be okay. What do you think?
I think we're all right.
Okay.
It's not that much. All right.
Okay, so if you are just joining us, we are at a depth of 425 meters at a site known
Oh,
as
it's longer,
Farayon de
Yeah, for 6 more meters.
How far?
Mendonezia.
6.
God, I butchered that one. Let's try that again.
Push ahead a
We are
little.
at a site known as Farayon de Mendonezia at a depth of about 425 meters. What we're planning to do during this dive is continue upslope, looking for what we hoped we would see were semi-precious corals as well as commercially sought after bottom fish such as deep water
Sit right down
snappers.
here.
We've touched down in an area that's incredibly sedimented with this sort of coral hash, and if it continues this way we won't be seeing much
Just about there.
precious coral.
I can line up the next
But
one.
perhaps when we
Say
get a
again?
little further
line up the
upslope
next
to
one,
about
we're just about there.
250 meters, 300 meters or so,
Can't quite hear you.
we should see
One
some
second.
of the commercially
Just stand by
sought
now.
after fish. We have about
All right.
6
Now I need you
hours
to trade
left on
seats with me.
bottom,
Position move completed.
We have a plan in motion.
so please stay tuned. We've got a long dive ahead of us.
Could be a really long dive if this substrate continues.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get through this dive, Chris.
We'll be fine.
I'm sure any of us can.
I'm sure we'll find something interesting. We've already seen really interesting fish so far, so we'll just keep moving along.
All right, pilot.
Good morning, pilot.
I have both my legs fingers and arms crossed right now.
Great.
How's it going?
All right.
So, do you know what all the buttons do?
Down or up?
Pull
Down.
towards you for up, push ahead for up.
Down.
Jim thinks it's backwards.
Yeah,
Yep.
it does seem backwards.
Okay, guys, you're scaring us back here.
Turn.
Stick on the right is forward and back, left, right. Twist the knob to change your heading.
Okay.
Right now you're in auto heading, and you're in joy lock. So you can take joy lock out to start controlling.
Okay.
Leave auto heading in for now. And you can pick up and push ahead.
And first things first, situational awareness. I am over you and looking at you 50 degrees. The ship is stopped, and I am probably done swinging. Okay. So until we get another ship move in, you're free to explore out in front of me. You can go ahead and come off the bottom a little, push ahead. Okay. Coming up. I'll keep the tether out of the way. You have all 4 swing arms deployed. So with auto heading in, you change the set point of your heading. It doesn't stop where you release it. It stops where the set point is, just like Sirius. Okay. And you should keep that in for now. But feel free to spin around. Look at things. I'll let Nav help you out while I keep a track of Sirius here.
So make sure you're glancing over at the Sirius view at all time to keep your spatial awareness where you are on terms of track. And if you feel like you're getting sort of towards the left of the screen, push out towards the right and vice versa. Try to keep yourself in the middle.
You want to get a move in now?
Yeah.
Good.
How far do you want to go? 3-0?
Yeah, 145. So good.
145. 2211. 2/10 still, you think, or 1?
2 tenths is probably fine.
2/10. Okay.
3-0. So you're getting out there a little ways. So yeah. Why don't you try to lateral a little? Okay. Just kind of walk back and forth here.
Bridge, ROV nav.
Maybe. Yeah, lateral back to me. Okay. And then align heading with me. Copy that.
Bridge, ROV nav.
There you go. And then just kind of back and forth? Yeah. Okay. When you see something, or when video sees something, or watch these, let's get a zoom on it.
Bridge, ROV nav.
Go ahead, Nev.
Ship move, please. We'll do 30 meters, bearing 145, 2/10 of a knot.
Current now.
30 meters, yeah. 145, 2/10 of the knot.
Yeah, you're facing into it now.
Good copy, Bridge.
I'm going to come way up. The tether is acting up on us here.
So as we continue our dive here, we're slowly moving upslope. We're at a depth of 425 meters. We started at about 500 meters.
Yeah.
Our goal is to reach about 250 meters.
What's that orange? Sorry.
Although we knew this would be a fairly gentle slope, it didn't have many features like ridges or pinnacles that we would generally try to target. I think we're seeing a little bit less than we had hoped to see.
So why don't you turn
But we will
back around
continue
towards
on.
the right there, towards the
Look
west.
for
and
great
drive
biology.
ahead that way.
Okay. And actually, if you could work your way to the right side of my screen, that would
Yeah.
I'm personally interested to see
make it
if
easier.
we
for
can
the tether
pick
to
up
get
any
loaded
sign of the
west.
approaching photic zone. I've heard that the base of the
There you
photic
go.
zone is 300 meters, but I really don't know what that's based on. Maybe we'll see something that we go, aha, that needs light in order to live.
That's a tether pool. Okay.
Yeah, that's a huge
I'll head
delta.
back that way. Yeah, I'm way up because the tether's right under me. I can't do
I
it.
guess you'd call that a plant.
Guess I can move a little bit.
Yeah, you need a lateral way right. Okay. Maybe a line heading too.
With yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just do it by the screen. You don't have to do it numbers. You know, just make your way to the right side of the screen here.
Just let me know if you'd like to zoom in on anything, pilot.
Copy that. If you
Even
see
just for
something,
practice.
Yeah, let me know. Well, I guess we can try right there, just so I can try to practice holding.
Sure. Zooming in.
So we've just been having a little discussion
Holding
here
here.
on the ship of where the aphotic, mesophotic, and photic zones are. And interestingly enough, I
There we
think
go.
that the
Lost iris
biologists would
control for a
consider it this area probably aphotic right now. There would be no photosynthesis. But
So a good view. to
physical
look at
oceanographers
this
would
is
probably
your
still call this the mesophotic zone.
two manip cams.
Uh-huh.
They give you the view of your toes, and you can see forward and back where you're headed.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Let me know
What
when you'd
does
like to zoom out.
mesophotic
zoom out.
mean?
Zooming out.
So those will help you know if you're rising or backing.
Full
Well,
wide.
I'll
It'll
take
make
a
it
stab
easier
at this
to come
because
from the
it recently came up
So
with
push
a
out
high school student
and lateral
project
right.
that I was helping them out with, and it's pretty confusing. Different people have different definitions and boundaries for these, but basically photic zone, at least by some definitions, is the zone at which photosynthesis can take place. And the mesophotic is an area where there's still light penetrating to the seafloor, but it's not enough light to support photosynthesis. And then finally, aphotic, you're getting no light.
So couldn't you just measure that with an instrument?
I'm going to keep pushing out and over.
Oh, you're looking
Yeah,
better
but-
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to line your head.
Yes, but it varies from place to place. Obviously, in crystal clear water in the tropics, it's going to be one thing, and then if you get further north and in the colder water with a lot of turbidity and algae and other things in the water column, it's going to be something very different.
Well, it's pretty crystal clear here, that's for
I think
sure.
I see something yellow.
Copy that.
Can we maybe
So we've been moving
fly a
pretty
little
consistently
higher and
along
tilt it lower
our
down?
track
Tilt it
to the
higher.
southeast,
Okay.
which will eventually move us upslope. This ship has been moving constantly, as have the Sirius
that
and
angle? Yeah.
ROV.
Maybe a little more tilt
We're
down.
just slowly making our way up. Wow. That's quite a sharp transition. Look
So
at
this
that.
is your altitude here. So
It's like they
you
built a
can
road
glance
down
down
here.
every once in a while and see how it's changing.
That was a joke. There's no
How
road.
you're,
I don't know. It's a good question.
Can we zoom in real quickly on that coarse debris?
Sure.
To me, this looks like dredge spoil, but of course it isn't.
yeah, I want the zoom on the coarse debris on the dark stuff.
Okay, video.
You'll have to slow up and tilt down into the brights.
Okay, going up and tilting down.
It's much coarser there, isn't it?
Partial.
We got a little fish.
Okay, so there's a possibility we have some dead rotoliths mixed in this particular deposit.
You're still
What?
drifting up. You
What's a
come-
rotolith?
Come back down.
It's a calcareous algae that forms sort of round balls, and then when they actually drop
To it.
below a certain depth, then they die, and they just leave sort of this roundish kind of calcium carbonate
Speak up,
ball.
Roland.
I'm sorry. I think you're misunderstanding.
Very
I say you
interesting.
need
I
to
didn't
come
know that.
down.
This might be
You're drifting
fragments
out
from
of
the reef that
light
might
too
have
far away.
Oh, coming down
collapsed.
elevation.
Your
Yes.
altitude
Okay.
is,
Looks like a big
high.
debris flow to me, sort of.
and you're backing as well.
We can zoom out whenever
Copy that.
and move along.
And science said they're ready for us to zoom back out.
Okay, come on out.
Pulling out.
So the term rotolith is referring to red
That
or
would
red
be
algae, rotophyta,
Flying
and
up high like
lith,
that,
which
trying to keep it
is
still would be the
rock.
hardest thing.
So it's just the type of red algae
You'll
that
have to
forms
usually do as a
these
pilot.
huge beds on the tops of
I guess.
these terraces, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if there's tons of rotoliths on the top of FDM once you get to the flat area. And then some of them may get blown over or knocked over and roll down slope, and they get too deep, and the algae dies and just leaves the carbonate ball. I think what we have here is a mixture of stuff. I would agree, Bob, that there's plenty of whole reef stuff here as well, but I think some of those look like rotoliths to me.
The really bright bottom on the bottom left,
Cool.
maybe?
Yeah. I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember seeing it
Throughout the
earlier,
day.
yeah.
Maybe see what we get if we tilt down a little more.
Okay, coming up and tilt down.
Not necessarily coming up,
Yeah,
just
don't
more
come up.
tilting down.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little better, and I'll push in just past the skids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something orange dead ahead of you right there with the laser.
See it.
Just set up for a nice shot on that.
So when he says set up,
Uh-huh.
he means dig your skid in the mud.
Okay.
You don't have to push down too hard, but you can
Okay,
push
just
down
kinda
with a
land
little
very
tiny
gently.
bit, and that'll sort of stable you out.
Okay.
And then
Landing.
you can push towards it forward a little bit too
Okay.
to
So
sort
you're-
of get you closer.
Yeah, so your left skid hit first, you see?
Yep.
That happens all the time.
Okay,
It's
well-
not always perfectly flat.
Okay.
So you see your right skid's hovering.
Yes.
So you could kind of use that left skid as a pivot point.
Now this is watch lead.
Pivot a little right. Then tilt
Go
up
ahead,
the
watch
camera.
lead.
Should be
Just a very quick
pretty
question.
stable.
Yep.
Is there a reason why it looks like your ROV sonar is off?
Yep, we're sorting out
Zooming
the
on you,
sonar.
you
It's it's gave us some trouble. We're trying to get it back.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. We were just like, huh, what's that?
We'll have
So
it back
go
soon.
ahead.
Cool.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So we've got a little squat
yeah,
lobster here.
Is that a tiny dead coral? What is that on the left?
You're drifting backwards.
Perhaps
Yeah.
it's a munida.
Oh, how cute.
I'm gonna get my toe back in there.
It's got like candy cane
Hang out
stripes.
slightly.
Mm.
Thanks.
Your hard commands on the auto head are just changing the set point. Don't forget.
Okay. So if I can hold it right there. Bring my skid in there.
You've got it back. Oops, sorry.
If you center it up, I can go tight.
Copy that.
All right, watch lead. The sonar is back for you.
Pushing in.
Want to take a look?
Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that looks like it's working. Thanks.
Max zoom.
It froze on us, and we've been sorting out, trying to get it back.
Cool. It just we looked over and we're like, not on.
Yeah.
I expect that you don't really need it too much today.
It's always good to have it, but yeah.
Whoops. There you go.
Nice.
So while you guys are eyeballing the squat lobster, I'm looking at the rocks thinking, I agree. They look like carbonate.
Okay, video's clear.
Okay. Come on out.
Pulling out.
You guys look pretty pushed out and ship's been done for a little while, so I'm going to put another one in if you're ready.
Co-pilot's ready.
Cool.
Gonna come up.
Full line.
Bridge, ROV nav.
Go ahead, Nav.
Can we get another ship move? An additional 30 meters, bearing 145 degrees at 2/10 of a knot.
30 meters.
Just take auto head out for a little bit.
So we're currently moving through that area that is much more
So now it'll do whatever
carbonate
you
clast
tell it to
rich.
do,
We're
and it
seeing
will not
small,
hold.
small rounded fragments
Just
of
so you
rock.
can see the difference.
But you can see off to our right that there was another area of much finer sediment.
Okay, I see. See the difference. There.
Yeah, so if you stop turning, it will continue to turn with momentum.
Okay.
If you stop giving it commands. But it seems like the current's died down enough. You could probably fly with that for a little while.
Okay.
Nav had it in earlier. So that was one less thing he had to fight.
Have we looked at that large white object before? It looks like a sponge.
Let's go right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I had it in for like
And visually,
5
if you
minutes,
push
and
in so it's
I get
near your
confused
skin,
by
you
it
get the
because
best
I'm used to
image.
flying without, so I just turned it off.
Same.
Oh, didn't quite get.
So video, tell him where you want him for a really perfect shot.
Yeah, so if you push forward
Okay.
and tilt your camera down a little bit, and then bring it sort of just within a foot of your skids.
So the key is, see this sort of end of the light?
Uh-huh.
See how it's out of there? Out of the light?
Yep.
You want to push
Gotta
out so
pull
that
up
it's
and-
in the light. Yeah, you can pick up off the bottom, fly towards it,
Okay.
get it in the light pool, and then
And
land.
there's a couple of the flabellid corals in
closer
the foreground
you
that
can
we saw
get,
previously,
The tighter the
as
zoom.
well as that green thing.
So,
So,
so don't run
Can
it
we have
over.
a zoom on the
change.
green bottom thing in the right corner?
So right there.
Bottom right corner, yellow,
Possible
green.
coral,
Yeah.
yeah.
start by
When you're
tilting
done,
your
I
camera
mean,
down.
doesn't matter which order you do
There
it.
you go. You
What are you
got
looking at? Oh, there we go. Sorry, now I see it.
Nice.
What's the white thing?
Okay.
Yeah, and after that, I think that white thing could be a sponge. It would be the
And
first
keep
sponge
tilting your
today.
camera down because you're going
Oh, we
too
should
far
definitely
back.
zoom on it when we're done zooming on the green thing.
There you go. Now sit somewhere in that location.
Okay, sitting down.
Sit down.
Nice. You can use your tilt to center it up too, because you're not flat on the bottom. So that's what Chris was saying about pivoting about your left toe.
Ready
Yeah.
for zoom?
So a little down, a little ahead, until it feels like it's settled, and then you can turn your heading to
What?
get everything aimed.
Okay. So that should be it right there, right?
Yep.
That looks pretty good.
Ready
Yeah.
for zoom?
Okay,
You
go ahead.
are.
Ready?
Yep. And if you have trouble with the tilt, you can always ask Copilot
Okay.
to tilt up for you.
Little tilt up.
Try
Rotate
that. Yeah,
left.
Copilot, could you take my
Is
camera?
that full zoom?
Yeah.
No, it's
Chris,
partial
he
zoom.
needs you to.
Can we get some more
needs you to
zoom,
tilt up
please?
a little.
I'm doing it.
Oh, you got it. Sorry. I thought you were talking to Carl and didn't catch
So
it.
what is this?
Yep, keep bringing it center.
Okay, coming over.
And is that a shrimp
it's
at the
an
bottom of the
Iberian
shrimp?
Crab in there.
What's the red thing at
Question
the
is
bottom?
whether it's an octocoral or whether it's a hydrozoan. Hard to tell.
Max
Nice.
zoom.
Oh, there's little.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 polyps.
8 tentacles.
Tentacles. Yes.
Very
that was
good.
wrong.
Yeah, so I think this is a Canthagorgia.
And it's also got a commensal or 2 commensal ophiuroids living on it. A Canthagorgia.
A couple more seconds.
Okay, going to pull out for the full specimen. When we say that, we want to center up and fill the screen as much as possible.
So that's just a suggestion, but a couple things about Acanthogorgia. They often have pretty long stalks to them, which this does. You can't really see spines on them, but they don't retract very well at all, so they defend themselves by having some spines often. They tend to have sort of very regularly sized and shaped polyps in my experience, and a lot of them tend to be yellowish too.
Thank you, Chris.
Watch leaves, that good?
Sorry, yes, that's great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Come on out.
And if we could get a look at the
Pulling it
sponge as
wide.
well, please.
Dan will be
One
coming
back
back
there.
to video.
The white thing that might be a sponge.
Okay.
Potentially.
You're running
Possible
out of time
sponge.
here,
Oh.
Pilot.
Copy
Ship
that.
move just about done.
All right. Okay, do you think we can just dig in right here still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something to
there's a
gauge
whip
though.
there.
If they ask you to look at two things and
Copy that.
you know you kind of want to time it appropriately. Get them both. I still have your tilt.
Okay, go ahead. Tilt down.
Position completed.
Thank you, Bridge.
All right, go ahead and zoom in video.
Zooming in. Holding here.
Copy that.
Zooming in a bit more. And holding.
So
And
did we hear an ID
now
for this one
looking
yet?
Back at you. Ship to stop.
Copy that. So we'll
Sponge.
Is it one of those
Chris,
rock
But
sponges?
it's got circular tube worms on it.
Okay.
Okay.
What Nav just said.
Is it one of those rock sponges?
Maybe.
Well, it could be, and the other thing it could be is an upside down, broken, dead piece of coral.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what I would normally say right now. Let's poke it.
We good? Okay. Oh, okay. We're not going to be... Okay. I guess the ship is stopped and Sirius is stopped.
Is that full zoom
What's the little white thing above it?
video?
Could you tilt me up just slightly?
That, watch they were
That's
doing
enough.
a video switch. They're back.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah, we figured that out. Sorry.
That's okay.
What do you need, watch lead?
We were hoping to zoom a little bit more.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Thank you.
Take that from pilot.
I think that's rock, Chris.
I don't know if I agree with you.
I would agree.
Ooh,
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that.
Ooh, ophiuroid underneath, as
It's got
well
an arm.
as
It's going to attack.
circular
it's the
tubes.
first
Halo
first
dude.
sponge with an arm we've ever seen.
That's what I was asking. What the little white thing was.
I guess it looks like a little, desmophilid, but just a skeleton, not alive.
Lost it.
So you might find this a little bit weird, but I wonder if this is a collectible because there were some people, Alan Andrews and Ken Rubin, that were interested in sort of fossil corals. I just don't know if this is fossil or not, or whether it's just a more modern coral that just died and rolled down slope.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
think it's upside down.
I'm not sure. This is Deb. I'm not sure this looks like a particularly collectible piece of.
Oh, would we want to? I don't think we
That's-
want to.
No, that's exactly what we were just talking about. So, I'm not sure that this would necessarily achieve the goals that you were hoping to get in terms of a fossil coral.
I don't think we should collect this.
I agree.
This is not worth collecting, but I think we're going to see coarser and coarser stuff as we go up this slope.
We sure hope so.
Losing it. I cannot stay still. Can we zoom out video?
Zooming out.
Thank you. Okay, so what did we decide we wanted to do?
Full wide.
Thank you.
Giving you your camera back.
Thank you.
We're definitely in an area of coarser class than we were before.
Okay.
Hey, why don't you just put in auto head? Put in auto depth. Next one over. Put in auto XY. Nope. Nope. Next one over. Nope. There you go.
Is that another tumbling piece of tumbleweed algae wandering off the screen to the left?
Definitely.
Pilot, nav.
So for those of you who are watching along at home, and for
Co-pilot.
our shore-based scientists, we're just doing a watch change right now. So I believe the ship is probably stopped, and we're just taking a moment here
Yeah.
before we move along.
Hey, sorry, pilots. Was someone calling me?
Yeah, I was just saying hello.
Just doing a comms check.
Yes. I have you all loud and clear. How do you have me?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear?
Pretty
Yeah.
low.
Oh, low?
Say again, Nav?
Pilot, is this
Yeah,
good?
that's better. Thank
All right.
you.
So, ship stopped right now. We're just kind of trucking along at 145, so
Okay.
there's plenty of time for you to stretch out, and then we can get the move going.
Okay, 145.
Yes. That seems to be what the local high still is, roughly.
Okay, looks like I'm right underneath you, co-pilot.
Yep.
So I'm going to make my heading 145.
Yeah, which should be fairly well lined up with me. Yeah, I'm at 155, pretty close.
155.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go 155.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll just wait to see what pilot picks up, but
Yeah,
that looks pretty good.
yeah, it's 150.
Okay.
So yeah, just bump yourself up there with some verts. Since you're on a slope, your altitude
Copy that.
will read higher than you think.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see in
Yep.
your minute cams, you're still kind of sliding backwards, so you got to get more up.
A little bit of current, too.
Yeah, so start pushing ahead and to the right, or you'll keep going backwards.
Okay. All right, birding up.
What was that?
Birding up.
Yeah, yeah, you got to get a lot higher there. There you go. You're lifting off.
Okay. All right.
Now just push. You're just starting to slide off my camera, so just push straight ahead on this heading.
Okay. Coming back to 155.
Well, you can see you can keep going this way because you'll be driving to the center of my screen.
Oh, copy that.
That's kind of a good, you don't, if you're nicely in my view and you know I'm faced the right way, you don't really have to look at your compass. You can just align yourself with my heading or drive to the center.
So we're just continuing to move along. What's that? I think it's nothing.
So
we're
now that
just
you're centered, you can start
continuing up slope.
coming to port.
Right now we're at a depth of
heading more uphill.
409 meters. The temperature is a balmy 9.32 degrees C. For those of us who have spent most of our time working in the in the deep sea, that's actually a pretty warm number.
Okay, so that's
good.
all right, a little right stick to get rid of the current.
Yeah, it'll be a little challenging with that, but you'll get the feel.
Oop.
And you're making nice progress now. I think we're probably ready for a ship move now.
Copy that. So, do you want to do... So in Sirius sonar looks like maybe a little starboard looks good, so maybe 150.
Sure.
Copy
Turn
that.
way.
And then, do you want to do just a 30-meter move?
He's already pretty far. We could do 40.
Copy that. 40 meters
Yeah.
at
Yeah, 150. So,
150.
so
Okay.
pilot, you can see you're starting to get pretty far away.
Yep, stretched out.
So you can stop going forward, maybe just
Bridge, this is nav.
sidle to your right, get back to center screen, and could even back up a little to give a little more tether.
Bridge, this is nav.
Copy that.
Go ahead, Nav.
Hi, can I get a ship move of 40 meters at 150 degrees at 0.2 knots?
Just let me know if you want to zoom in on anything, pilot.
150.
Copy that video.
Even just for practice is
Right.
fine.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the...
40 meters, bearing.
We probably don't need these fish. They're the
Good
same
copy.
old
Thanks, Bridge.
Okeanos again.
So we got that fish in front of us.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rotate down a little bit. And I'll set down.
Is that thing right? Well, the thing that was right next to that fish, is that something real or is that a rock?
Right
Just
where my lasers
above the
are?
lead. Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's just a rock.
Video, you want to
Just a rock.
Holding here. Looks like a sand dollar, yeah.
Is it a sand dollar?
Well,
Yeah,
these
so
are
to the
just
left.
Okeanos fish.
So I'm verting down pretty good, co-pilot, and it's still
Yeah, I think it's your tether. You're
getting tugged.
yeah. I've come down a bit, but
Is that a sand
Just have
dollar to
to-
the left? We're not
just have
sure,
to
but
do
it's
what
about
you
to go
can
off
do,
screen
and
in the
then,
corner.
Yes, it's we're so shallow. Should just be...
I'm at partial
I'll
pilot.
be
I
moving.
can zoom out if you want.
I'll be moving very soon.
What's the black thing in the middle? So yeah, so sand dollar to the left, and then maybe something.
Do we
fish.
have zoom? Can we zoom?
To the left or the right?
So-
Pan left
Okay.
first, although there's might be a fish right there. So,
So that's an... Oh, let's
That
zoom some more.
yeah. So is that a
rock
sand
there,
dollar right
starfish
there
shape in the middle.
next to the big rock?
I need to zoom more, but it looks like an irregular urchin test,
Oh,
yeah.
I can't stay down.
A what?
Irregular urchin.
So you can see your.
So the test we
your
saw before
port
was a
wing is
regular
touching on your
urchin.
starboard
And now you're
side.
saying
okay.
irregular.
Irregular urchins.
Yeah. So if you
And
can
they're basically
turn
the
back
flat
to
ones.
port and square up with the hill and get both to touch.
Full wide pilot or video.
Coming full wide. That's full
Okay.
wide.
So I want to go over to the right then. Full wide pilot or video.
Coming full wide. That's full
Okay.
wide.
So I want to go over to the right then. All right, let's just go up a bit. Laterally to the right. And backing up a little bit.
Well, now I'm moving towards you, so you can just kind of center. And my camera's at 45 degrees now, which is, as long as you're inside the
And
camera
if we could
view,
zoom
you're
on the
pretty good.
black thing in the distance after,
That's a good one.
please.
So you got plenty of tether to
Oh, yeah.
drive up there. Kind of square up with the hill and set down.
Okay.
So in the Sirius camera, I mean,
All right.
these These features just look so regular.
So
the banding in
you'll
the
have to,
sediment.
kind of come up and turn 90 degrees to port
Could,
here.
is that
Gotcha.
natural?
Moving sideways right
I
now.
think it is natural. I don't think that we're looking at some man-made
Or
feature.
no, to port. That's starboard.
Okay, so just, or I was gonna lateral over to get that.
Oh, what's
in front.
That's what I was
No, you
asking
want
to
to be
zoom on.
facing the hill when you zoom.
It
So
looks like
keep it in
an
view,
enemy.
but lateral to
Looks
starboard
big.
and turn to port.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Turning to
you
port.
got it. Yeah, and then you can lateral to starboard. If you can get square with the hill and get both skids touching, then you'll get a good zoom.
Okay, so pretty much full lateral.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm squared up.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Just gotta find it again. Oh, I think you just passed it. You can see it in
Oh yeah.
just by your left front skid there. Yeah. There it is. So you should just be able to kind of set down and push forward a little. Once you're down, the forward will keep you from sliding backwards.
Okay. All right. All right. So going down slowly, a little forward. Boy, this current's really.
Yeah, it might have picked up more. This is like advanced flat bottom piloting. So you can see the current keeps turning you 90 degrees
Yeah.
as it streams the tether, which is challenging.
Okay. Now down and forward.
Just enough forward to keep you from sliding back. You don't want to actually push forward, you know. That
Okay,
looks pretty
video.
good.
Come on in.
Zooming in. And holding here.
Nice.
All right. Trying to bring it in. There we go.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Awesome. An enemy.
So this looks like a
Yeah, there's a lot of
Liponema
current down there.
anemone, and these are the ones that are called pom-pom anemones for obvious reasons.
This
Nav,
guy
how's
looks
that
like he's
ship
being
move
kicked
going
about a bit in the current.
Yeah, so how much of that
Should
is
be
any
just
of that
about
because of us pilots?
done.
I don't think so.
Maybe
No, that's
just a
all-
meter or
that's
two
all
left in the
current.
move, it
Yeah,
looks
that's
like.
current.
I'm pretty far away.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Life
zooming
here
in.
must not be easy.
That's full zoom.
Apart from the fact that it's dark and cold, there's also a current ripping through this area.
Although the temperature is actually higher than it is in many of the places we've been.
What is it now?
It was
Okay,
over 9
so
degrees
after this
Celsius.
shot,
Ooh,
Yeah,
above you.
9.8 degrees Celsius.
It's warm compared to the
Ready to zoom
2,
out,
3
pilot?
degrees
Yep,
we're
full line.
accustomed to
Zooming out.
working in.
Yep.
So you can see your back there. So if you pick up,
Yeah, we're
turn
probably
to
getting
port,
close to
start
thermocline, aren't
pushing
we?
ahead.
RV nav, position move completed.
Who wants?
Okay.
Thanks, Bridge.
Got it.